Hey there, it's been a long time. Well, from what you've seen in Ivan's previous videos, we have graduated, done our thesis, yada yada. We both finally closed off this terrible, wonderful, fruitful, all the adjectives you can name for our undergrad, our college lives. And in those big life changes like thesis, exams, everything, we both go through a lot of people. People get added to our lives. We get new friendships blossom, and we end up having to let go other people. And so today we kind of want to talk about that, how the people you let in your life or the people that you let go can influence a lot of how you think, what you do, and eventually your future goals. And this is because the people that you let in your life can either support you or make you go through another path. And it happens quite easily. Actually, we don't even realize the influence that people have in our lives like before we even know it. Like, it really just happens like really fast like that. So welcome again to PsyPoints. That's what we'll be talking about today, your support systems. First off, you might be asking what exactly makes a support system. So in this context, it means a network of people or like a group of friends that can offer you practical and emotional support in a way that you need it most, or you can say the way that you best need it. So it's the idea of having people around you that you can rely on the days that you need it the most. So it's like a shoulder to cry on or someone to be there even in your darkest moments. And how do these kinds of people or systems support you, and how can they help you? So they can provide you with a constant source of objective reasoning. So most especially when you're struggling with your mental health, when you're feeling particularly emotional, it can be difficult to objectively assess yourself and your situation or even your decisions.
Ted, you're forcing me to be the voice of reason, and it's not a good look for me!
So you may either judge yourself too harshly, or feel unworthy of being loved, or like in the previous video, you might feel imposter syndrome starting to set in. So these networks of people can provide you with an avenue to seek out those who can share with you their own perspectives, be that in form of advice or even having heart to heart, or just acting as a comforting presence without even having to say anything. More than that, they can be a source of positive influence in your life. They can really great positive influence. So they can provide a source of positivity in your life. So if your mind and your immediate environment is boiling over with negativity, a support network might be good to counterbalance that. It can help to ground you and give you the positivity that you need. So through small interactions, such as spending time with those who you care about, it can provide you with good vibes that may just be what you need to continue with your day-to-day struggles of life. And more than that, good support systems keep you strong on good days. Just as much as we need someone to get up there, we also need someone to hype us up or get our heads in the game, if you will.
So it's now or never. Chad? What team? Wildcats! What team? Wildcats! What team? Wildcats! Wildcats!
And last but not least, being supported by healthy positivity can influence your daily habits and behaviors, which can subsequently improve your quality of life, such as having more healthy coping mechanisms, because again, you can hear from another person's perspective and their experiences and learn from it, then apply it to your own life.
Cool, blimey. This is a nice bloody surprise. What's this about then?
Really? It's about the weird, fake English accent.
Marshall, this is an intervention.
It's about the hat. What?
Intervention.
Oh, thank God, I'll go first. Ted, this house you bought for your hypothetical family is super weird. We talk about it all the time behind your back.
Yeah, this intervention isn't for me. It's for you.
Guys, get it through your heads. I am never gonna talk to my dad again.
No, Barney, I'm never going to talk to my dad again. But your dad is alive, and he lives just down the road.
So you might kind of be sitting there thinking like, damn, this is hard. Like, I don't even know if I have an actual support system Or are my group of friends actually doing these? Are they actually positively helping me in my life's decisions? But don't be too rash. Don't break off your friendships yet. Support systems can be built up slowly, especially if you're surrounded by people that you can trust and truly rely on. Which brings us to our very first tip, which is really to bring people in your life that you can really trust and rely on. And so, how do you find these kinds of people? So, you can actually join a shared interest group that ties in with your hobbies, which gives you the opportunity to meet new people who could potentially form the bedrock of your support network. So you could actually also look back on your own family relationships and your existing friendships and might be able to recognize those among them whom you could possibly rely on or someone to go to for counsel or advice.
So as you can see, we can do this. We know a dog's a lot of work, but we'll never have to do it alone. Yeah, it will always be the three of us. Always. The end.
And it's just really, really important to know that good support systems allow you to be vulnerable without judgment. And just a side note, feeling some sort of fear or anxiety of opening up to even really great support systems with people that you've been talking to for so long is totally normal. It's never not scary to open up. And trusting people can be really hard, I know. So for those of you who struggle with trust, just give it your best one step at a time. You don't need to lay everything out and make yourself completely vulnerable. Just take small steps in reaching out within your comfort zone, inching further and further away from it over time. And speaking from experience, if you end up leaving your comfort zone a little bit further than you thought and you feel completely bare and people end up kind of leaving you, you know what? It sucks, but it's okay because turns out vulnerability is like, it's kind of for me, it's kind of like going to the gym. Like it really, really builds up a really good sense of emotional awareness and resilience about myself. So now I know how to approach people and how really where to start over, like where I went wrong in trusting people, in relying on others. Like you kind of start to notice some red flags in people because all the more you're not just vulnerable to them, but also to yourself. So you know more about yourself. So let vulnerability or opening yourself up be an intimate kind of opportunity that can only be provided with safe spaces or safe and good support system.
I'm really tired.
Do you want to sleep? We can keep Skype on. Carry me over to your bed.
And lastly, support systems are relationships among people who are close to you. When someone supports you, you also become a part of their support system too. Relationships in all forms are a two-way street, and if they are there for you, I think it's fair to say that you should be there for them too when they need it the most. It makes it easier to keep a support system when you're putting the effort to support them too. And again, from our previous videos on relationships, not everyone's support or love languages or efforts are always going to be the same. So again, it's really, really important that you know who these people are in your life and you know who you are in their lives as well, to be able to give each other the best kinds of support that you need for your good and bad days.
There are dreamers and there are realists in this world. You'd think the dreamers would find the dreamers and the realists would find the realists, but more often than not, the opposite is true. You see, the dreamers need the realists to keep them from soaring too close to the sun. And the realists, well, without the dreamers, they might not ever get off the ground.
And so at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But what's really, really, really important is you notice the changes within yourself from these multitudes of support systems that you've made. and you should also be aware of whether these changes have brought a positive or a negative impact into your life. And the more you snowball into it, the more you grow, the more you learn, the better your support systems will be, the better that the people you let in your life will be, even though as you grow older, growing older, as you grow older, these support systems may get smaller and smaller, but the quality is just going to be tenfold. And so, with that, I'm glad I won with the PsyPoints. You guys have been a really great support system despite our crackhead script writing every week. So yeah, there you have it. Thank you so much for reaching up to the end. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what next topics you would like us to talk about.